And today, not really much going on. I mean, I say that because I've been mostly editing and I'm really tired of just videoing myself editing. That seems kind of boring to watch, let alone do. So today I wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about something that I'm inspired by. So I like to watch, I like to read, I like to listen to all different types of things that inspire me. I've already done one of these about a movie called Chef, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. If you haven't seen that video or that movie, you need to check that out. Anyway, today I don't want to talk about a movie, I want to talk about a book that is not a business book or a photography book. It is just a book that inspires me because of the writing and the subject, and that is Ender's Game. Now, Ender's Game is by Orson Scott Card. This is a fantastic science fiction book. It's one of my favorites. I read it every year. There are very few books out there that I read multiple times, and Ender's Game is the only one that I read every single year. I read it at least once per year, and I just absolutely love it. It's fantastic. This particular copy is one that my wife gave me for Christmas the first year we were married, and it's awesome because it is signed by Orson Scott Card, which is pretty cool. And this is my nice little shelf piece. I have a version on my phone as well, that way I don't have to ruin anything, and a paperback that I have destroyed more than one time and taped back together. Anyway, the reason I find this book so inspiring is because of the way it is written. It is written in a way that almost anyone can understand, but it does have a lot of depth to it. There's a lot of things in the book that are political and ethical that you can kind of scale to an adult's point of view, but also it's easy to read for a teenager. Anyway, that was on the writing side. On the story side of things, I really find that the characters are extremely relatable, and that there are all types of things in these characters that you can find things about yourself, things that you'd like to see more of in yourself as well. For example, Ender is a great kid, and he is really a child. He's such an adolescent, but the thing is that they see the potential of a leader, and they need a leader very, very soon. So they have to push this kid into doing things that an adult really isn't even prepared for, and to see how he chooses to get himself through the opposition. And I think that in itself, and the way he has to choose to put things together, really makes Ender an awesome character and one to really be inspired by. Well, if you're interested at all in this story, I really would suggest you reading the book and not watching the movie first, because even though the movie is pretty entertaining, it does not tell the story the way it could be told, which is in the book. I mean, the movie itself is really cool because I never thought there'd be an Ender's Game movie, especially just because it's older literature, and even though it is really, really cool and it has a cult following, just never thought it would get there. But it did, and they had to make it fit into an hour-and-a-half movie, and it just doesn't do the story justice because there's so much more in the book than there is in the movie. And I know people say that all the time, but like Harry Potter's, I could get away with. I love the books, the movies were good, I could have watched the movies, never had to read the books, I'd been fine there. But the movie just really doesn't do this book justice. Anyway, this rain is kind of making a problem because I'm supposed to be out shooting a portrait session here in a little bit. I'm hoping that it'll hold off because a friend of mine had to reschedule a lot of stuff, and he ended up basically getting to the point where he had to triple book himself, and I'm filling in for him. So I'm gonna go do that here in a few minutes, and I'm looking forward to that because I'm just itching. I wanna go take some photos. Anyway, hope the rain holds off. Bunny rabbit. He's in my neighbor's yard. A big old fella too. So the rain decided to hold off, and now I am headed from my house over to the beach to do this beach portrait for my friend. Hopefully the clouds will stay pretty dramatic because, you know, it is still kind of cloudy and rainy, so hopefully the sunset will do something pretty cool with that. But yeah, working in the overcast sky. Should be a really nice day. So the shoot is over and I am done for the evening. Just kind of taking a relaxing walk through Myrtle Beach State Park now. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I just love this place. And yeah, It's a good way to end the day.